Hey guys, we recently covered the Malaysian Diecast Expo, and this was such a fun event because almost all the diecast brands were here at the show. And of course, at this show, there's always exclusive, and what they had this time around was the Honda FD2 from Inno Models, and also the Honda Civic FK8 Modular Crystal Black from Mini GT, and the very cool looking R35 Panda Metallic Orange from Initial Models. And all these were only available at the show, so if you didn't go to the show, I think you better be prepared to buy this of someone who actually went to the show and buy it. And of course, there were a lot of great brands on display, and Tarmac Works was again, showing all their upcoming regular release models, which gives the collectors a chance to see what's going to come up. Yeah, and among those that was really special was the EK9 Spoon version, and of course the Paul Walker Supra. We were really happy to see Inno64 at the Diecast Expo as well. So Inno64 showcased both their 1/118 scale models, which look really great. We are really starting to warm up to the 1/118 scale, and also their 1/64 scale was also on display, and we can see a lot of diecast fans taking pictures of every single model that was on showcase. So that kind of show you, that this event was really meant for the fans, and it was made by the fans, because the guys at JLHOBBY, they are also collectors themselves, and I think it was a great idea for them to invite all the brands, almost all the brands. I think the only brand that's missing here is Tomica at the event, but nevertheless, we did get to see almost all the great brands, such as the showcase from Inno64, Initial Models, and also the Tarmac Works. And of course, Initial Models has quite a lot of following as well. There is a Mari-san talking to the customers, where they have a lot of inquiries of all the models that's being showcased here. And as usual, their 1/64 scale were very popular, and as well as their 1/18 scale. There's this new figure, I don't know who this guy is. I think he's one of the popular drifters in Japan, but the one that really caught my eye was this guy. This is the Star Road, and at 1/118 scale, when you look at this model in person as well, you will then realize that it actually has a very special paint job. So depending on where the light is shining and where you are looking at the car, you will get separate color reflections from the car. So really love this Star Road. I hope this will be made available for review. Hopefully we'll get hands on this guy. Mini GT has been receiving great reviews after the release of the Blue Liberty Walk R35, and at the expo we even get to see a sample of the Zero Fighter R35, which was a Hong Kong exclusive, so it was great to get to see these guys at the show. Now this brand is new to us. We've never heard of Mark 43. So Mark 43 have their 1/118 scale and also their 1/64 scale. Their skyline looks amazing. The paint job of blue looks highly detailed, very great finishing, gloss finishing. So for those of you who love skyline, and also the Subarus, the JDM cars, I think maybe Mark 44 should be on your radar if you're looking out for these colors. And of course, the iconic blue on the Subaru Impreza looks amazing indeed on the 1/118 scale. I don't believe I've seen a 1/118 scale Subaru blue in this color before. I think if you compare those from the Hot Wheels or from other lineup, they just look a little bit different from what we have seen here from Mark 43. Another new brand to us was Oversteer Diecast Cars, so we're really glad to see new brands at the show, and we really like their line of 1/64 scale passenger cars, and as well as the power cars, which is the R34 Nissan Skyline. Man, they look highly detailed, and the super gloss, high gloss finishing on the R34 looks amazing indeed. So we're wondering if anybody who's already started collecting Oversteer Diecast cars, and if you have not, maybe it's time to start looking into this brand. Making its debut at the first ever Diecast Malaysian Expo was Jiro, and Jiro is a Malaysian brand, so they produce and sell their own customized wheels for 1/64 diecast models. And the guys at Jiro was actually at the show, helping fans who actually bought the wheels to actually set it up for them. So I thought that was a pretty cool free service that was being provided by Jiro. So if you guys want to get hands on the Jiro wheel set, go and check them out on their website or Facebook page. We'll put the links in the description of our video down below. And finally, we have Real Sock or Real SOC, the new brand to us, which is kind of refreshing that they don't produce the muscle cars or racing cars that we are so used to seeing. So finally, we see a brand who are producing pickup trucks, lorries, and ice cool carriers. Give us a bit of variation from what you typically see. And of course, our brand and our friends from Indonesia, which is Ecoval, this time around they actually have a lot more of their products on showcase compared to the Mini-Car Festival that happened a few months back. And if you look at their range of product, wow, this time around is so much more better. You actually have a lot of product variations to house your box cars from Inno 64, Tarmac, and also IG model, initial models. Or if you're those that collect Hot Wheels and Tommy cars, they also have different packaging boxes to help you to protect your investment, right? So that's all the showcase that we have seen at the first ever Malaysian Diecast Expo. So what's our thought on the first ever Malaysian Diecast Expo? Well, we thought it was heavily about time that someone brought this together, and we really want to thank JLHOBBY for making the effort to bring all the different brands under one roof. So all the diecast fans, no matter what size you collect, 164, 118, you get to see everything under one roof. Hopefully next time around, maybe the second Diecast Malaysian Expo can also bring in brands such as Tomica and maybe Hot Wheels. Who knows, right? Let's hope for the best. So until then, if you guys see any of the particular products you like, hey, check out some of the brands linked in the video description below, so you can actually contact and buy those products from brands such as JLHOBBY, which carries most of the line here, and also Jiro, which sells their customized special wheel set. So that's our video coverage of the first ever Malaysian Diecast Expo, and let us know what you think of this event. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.